Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, back with some more FTL Advanced Edition Hard Mode, and guess what? I am still kind of stuck in the situation where I was before, where look at these ships that I have and these ships that I do not have at this point. I've been super unlucky, been unable to unlock off camera the Rock Cruiser, the Federation Cruiser. I do have some Type Bs and I do have some Type Cs that I could potentially play with. So I think today we're going to have some fun and try out the Serkinov, which is just going to be renamed the Derpinator, because this is the Zoltan C. And I have seen an amazing video by someone who posts quite a bit on the FTL Reddit of him winning with only 2 reactor power with this ship. And I mean, let's put it this way, this is a tough ship to play. It comes with a charge ion and a beam drone. Alright, it does have shields, it does have some things going for it. It has 4 Zoltans. The problem is that it has practically no reactors. So we're going to go ahead and get the Derpinator started. Like I said, I'm still trying to go for some unlocks in where I can or when I can. But right now we're just going to have to kind of work with what we have, because if we pile all of these guys into a room, we have 2 power. 2 power. That's it. Alright, so we've already got to kind of move some units of energy around here. A little bit for shields. A little bit for weapons maybe eventually. I don't even know if I quite need that just yet. And it's going to be really fun because I'm going to actually need the beam drone before long. So maybe it's going to be better if I try and do this and then cut the oxygen out eventually. I also have a backup battery. But yeah, this is not the easiest ship in the world to play. This is actually my first time actually using it. I unlocked it last time. We have a very useless store right away. If we look at our inventory, there's nothing great to sell. But maybe we can get the store to go for us later on. So is this going to be a good run? I have no idea. But I'm going to demand they surrender their goods. They're already trying to run away. That's about the worst combination you can ask for with this ship and this loadout, because this is not a fast fighter. We are going to go ahead and get very familiar with the B hotkey. See if we can get some dodging in here. Alright, so beam drone not doing awesome. And I am auto-firing the charge ion because there's no reason not to. Right now the FTL is charging, and now the FTL is delayed because there's enough repairs. Beam drones are actually, interestingly enough, something I don't really use very often, but there we go. Oh no, I lost my weapons right away because I wasn't paying attention. I needed my shields up. My shields are no longer up. Responsibility. And okay, now I'm being boarded. All right. This is the first fight I've had with the ship. This also has a clone bay. And my doors are damaged, so that's not even going to work. And my drones are a little damaged. Maybe I can get that to work. Oh, wow. I just lost... Who did I just lose? I lost 1 person to a dying here. I thought this run might go a little better than it actually did, but this is fight number 1. And this ship is actually not running away from me, and I almost wish it would at this rate. So I've lost 2 crew. My clone bay is not totally out of the picture, but I have to keep it powered. So I guess what's going to be better for me to do is to put somebody in here. And this is the first jump, mind you. And my shields are now on fire. They're actually going to jump away. My clone bay just got exploded. Alright. Haha. Okay, guys. Let's see if we can solve this puzzle. Called, I've just lost how many of my crew. And we're gonna play it through. I wasn't meaning for this ship just to be called the Derpinator to actually, like, completely suck. That's kind of where we are right now, so I need to get door control up in a hurry. At least I still have my air. Because right now, I actually do not think I have enough system power in this ship to actually fight. I do not think I do. So let's open all the doors. This isn't a terrible ship for ventilation. Let's not open all the doors. Let's just open most of the doors. Okay, so you know what? I just killed my damn crew. We're gonna try this again. So you're all dying. Alright, so little bit of user error. 60 points! Derpinator. Alright, let's go back to the hangar and let's try this again. Okay. Zoltan C. What do we call this? Better luck? Maybe, I don't know. So what did we learn? What did we learn from our last fight? Don't freaking die, is I guess what we learned. So we do have... We don't need shields straight away. We still need weapons. We do have a backup battery somewhere. We just need to not get killed. So distress beacon. Maybe a good start. The thing with starting with only 2 reactor powers is that it costs extra to get more. So board and investigate, and we get intruders on board. Well, that also sucks. But I do have a plan. That plan does not involve you all standing there, because you all can take quite a bit of damage. Alright, so once we get you in here, let's go ahead and start venting all of these rooms. That was not according to plan, but don't want to have the oxygen taken out. The oxygen just got taken out. Great. Alright, well, you know what? I do have a clone bay for a reason. So my hope is that these guys actually die before they can make it into the door room, but I don't think that's going to happen. But they're close enough. Alright, so we are going to have to work on the air here, and I just already have my guys standing in death. Now part of the fun is going to be, I don't know if my Zoltans actually have enough health to survive repairing with this little air in the ship. So let's find out. Can I repair the oxygen in time? I mean, if all my crew is going to die anyway. Maybe. It's close. There we go. My crew is dead. But my ship is still intact. So barely made it. There's one. Let's go back to our regularly scheduled... What? That's right, I only have 2 power... Whoa, okay. Let's turn back on the power here. So we're just going to wait patiently while these people revive, and I guess the goal for this ship is, can we even make it out of Sector 1? Because right now that's appearing to be a pretty substantial challenge. So we have 2 crew. Big B, you're going to be our pilot. We just got to wait for everybody. And Jack, you're going to be our engine guy. So yeah, this ship requires a very different way to play. I've heard it is the weakest ship, and I didn't quite believe people, but I am a believer now. So it still does have Zoltan Shields, so that's a start. Second distress beacon. Maybe this will be one that I can actually do something with this time. Alright, so let's beam cut the ship out. So we lost a beam drone, but we got a few fuel and some scrap. Hey, look, a jump where I did not immediately get destroyed. That's the FTL that I'm hoping for. Alright, so let's defend the outpost. This is a flak cannon. This is also known as bad news. So we're going to go ahead and power up. And we're going to see probably a little bit too powered up, but we're currently floating 2 energy that we don't need to use right away. So there's 1 beam drone down. I just really want to take out their weapons, because right now my shields are going to be what's holding me together. And this is a very, very dangerous situation right here. Especially because I'm about to... My backup battery just died. That is a not good start. But I do have enough power to cut out the oxygen and do this. So shield back online. Beam drone, however, is not online. So what do? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. I think I'm going to have to jump from this fight. As sad as that makes me. Especially now that my power is gone. So we are running into problems. Can I actually successfully destroy a ship with this ship? Other people have. And jump. I don't even want to call this a joke ship or anything. It's just not agreeing with what I'm trying to do. We're not going to attack the pirate. We are, however, going to attempt to repair all the things while our oxygen gets back in line. So let's hear. I popped the backup battery too fast that time. And once again, I have a clone bay, so that's not going to do much more for me than it already has. So as soon as that backup battery is fully repaired, at least it starts mercifully enough with a 2-power backup battery. So I have the maximum allotment of everything except for oxygen, which apparently I don't have any of. Alright, so air's coming back up. It's one of the problems with running through all the rooms with a bunch of Zoltans is that they will depower things. But at least we didn't have to fight. But unfortunately, this is a terrible combination. I don't know if I can kill this ship either. We'll have to see. I mean, I feel like there's something I am missing, but we're going to wait to use our backup battery until the shield starts to drop. Alright, so beam drone up. Might as well turn on the oxygen in this. So Lord knows we need air. And my shield is getting ioned. And somehow my rooms are not taking damage. Not getting ioned. There was an ion that did do some damage there, but now it's the meteors. Oh my god, I actually killed a ship! I actually killed a ship. And I survived long enough to tell the tale. Unfortunately, my oxygen is going to deplete in just a moment, so I'm going to have to move you over here so that we can share the power. I killed something! Yes! And another freaking asteroid belt. Okay, we'll turn and fight. Nothing wrong with a few lasers. And they have their own ion issues, so we're just going to try and once again, as soon as things charge up, and let's just do what we did before. 2 heavy lasers are not good, but 2 fuel, 8 things. I'm not going to accept it. I am confident in my beam drone's ability to do 4 damage super fast. Yay! 3 fuel, 14 scraps. So my trust in my drones was not misplaced. My engine should actually reactivate before this drops out. So that's a lot of backup battery power. So there's a store as well. 42 scrap. Not a lot to sell just yet, but we'll see what we can find on top of this. So hire a crew member. Let's not hire anybody yet. As great as it would be to have a different pilot. So this kind of stinks because we have multiple stores. And 42 scrap. I'd love to have like 50 scrap. But I'm not dead yet. So try a shield ship with yours, and we get 9 scrap. There we go. A little bit of hull damage. It's okay. I have a Zoltan shield. I know what I'm doing. Right? Maybe? No? Okay, so small shop. Crappity crap. The only thing that could possibly be good is getting a crew member. I don't know if it's that good, but it is the equivalent of getting a extra reactor power. But look at this. I need to spend 90 scrap to get that up. So what we are going to do right now... Well, I need to power something. So let's power... We'll have 1 power here. The important thing is that this is going to act like an extra reactor boost. However, I do need to have some air in the ship. Alright, so 2 jumps. Can I make it to Sector 2? This is the 3rd asteroid belt. Such terrible luck. But once again, we are going to save our backup battery for just this opportune time. Or now I can even have the clone bay powered. Ooh, fancy. Fortunately, the asteroid belt does just as good for their shields as it does for mine. 3 fuel is actually a really good surrender offer for this far in, so I'll take it. Gonna have to start thinking about drone parts before too long, but maybe I can also make it to Sector 2. god, 90 scrap to upgrade this ship. That's so terrible. This is so terrible. People were underselling how rough this ship is at the start, so, well, you know, even more stuff. And I could start to get the system up. I'm going to need to... There's a lot that I'm going to need here. And Rebel-controlled or Uncharted Nebula. I'm a little torn. Probably going to go with Uncharted Nebula just because there's... Both of them are going to have a lot of automated scouts, which I don't particularly like fighting. But I'll get more jumps here, so it's possible that while I may have a dry spell of what I fight, I could get more. This is a terrible start, though. So we'll just try and get the shields down ASAP and hope the beam drone can do the rest. I'm going to keep my shield up, although I don't need to necessarily. Let's go ahead and get the power up here, see if we can get some extra dodge. Clone Bay for fun! Okay, so good. Their weapon's down. That's a start. So now I cannot be hurt. You know, I've never actually used a charge ion before. Wow, that attack drone is doing some good work. If it's being able to get... Because I thought that was an attack drone level 1. It looks like it, but it just went here, there, and got in a lot of fast shots. So Firebomb. Firebomb's a fun weapon that does not synergize at all with what I'm trying to do. But still, it's a good to sell. And there's a store. Do I hit the store now? I feel like I got 1 or 2 more jumps that I can make. This is hard, though, so I could get a horrible loadout opponent. Like this one. If I get boarded, it's going to be a nightmare. So let's not get boarded. I mean, I could firebomb their transporter as well, but... Get the beam activated. I guess I really don't need the extra power here on the shields. No, well, I definitely don't need that. Alright. So this is going to turn off my beam drone? No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, so as soon as they take down my Zoltan Shield, I am going to get boarded. Which is why I moved the person there, unless I get really lucky with the beam drone. And I didn't. Alright, so here they come. Maybe. They do have a transporter. I am in a nebula, so I can't really see what's going on here. Come on, do it. Whew, just in time. And I didn't even get boarded. So 2, 1, 12. Decent. And decent, as they say, is good enough. Alright, so 72 scrap. Do I push it? Do I go for 1 more? Let's go for 1 more. If we're going to go big, let's go big or go home. I do have a firebomb to sell as well. Before you have time to attempt to contact them. And we can't pick anything up. Alright. At least I didn't get a penalty. Okay, so combat drone 2, decent. Hull laser for 55. 2 power, 2 shots. Normally I prefer the other one, but I gotta start thinking about what's going to be good. This ship actually doesn't start with the med bay. Let's sell the firebomb. And repairs would be good. I need to save my combat drones. Hull laser can kill things on its own. Scrap recovery arm is not great in this situation when I'm just fighting for survival in general. Hermes missile could be interesting, but it's really slow. So we're probably just gonna... The charge ion shoots a lot faster. But eventually I'm probably gonna need the hull laser beam drum. So get a little bit of healing and we'll save the rest for the ship. And this is gonna be a little interesting to work with. Probably the best thing to do is to upgrade my doors first. Usually don't see stores in the middle of the nebula, but the hull laser one is going to be... Okay, that mind control is not going to be very pleasant. But I also don't need the charge ion here, so let's activate you. Fire in the cockpit. Go ahead and beam drone. There we go. Maybe I can kill something. Like I said, I just don't want to get mind controlled, and my Zoltan Shield will stop that for a little while. And fortunately, this beam drone can't miss. It has a heavy laser, and the next shot does actually give me mind control. The next shot kills them too. Whew! Okay, so still alive. Every time is still alive, maybe. Nothing here. Bought some repairs instead of some fuel. We'll see if that burns me in the end. 42 scrap. Let's attack the pirate. It's a Zoltan Shield pirate with a pike beam and a tiny laser, so that's not awesome. Charge ion, obviously. Can probably wait to activate the beam drone until there's actually a threat. Or not a threat, but until I have the Zoltan Shield down, there's not too much point. Alright, so there's my Zoltan Shield almost down, and beam drone activates. Now I'm keeping the ion up because I want to take their shields down and keep them down. Hull laser is going to be good, but it's not its time to shine yet. Like I said, there's going to be some fights where I'm going to much prefer having the hull laser to the charge ion, although the charge ion shoots pretty fast. And I'm getting a lot of weapon experience really quickly. Okay, so did he actually seriously just take out my drone with the ion shot? That's annoying. Oh no, that's not it at all. I actually ran out of power. Let's go and do this. Shields up. Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you wait for the an anti-combat drone. Probably not going to be very useful for any more than selling, but why are you guys not going back? There we go. Alright, so 58 scrap. Kind of approaching the exit here. I'm going to see what I can get up here, because it may be time for me to start upping my subsystems and then eventually other things. That's a lot of, this is a lot more Zoltan than I was expecting. And that is a ion stunner, so that's also going to be a problem, because that'll break through me a lot faster. So we'll just wait once again until this is brought down. Any day now. Fortunately, this doesn't have a drone bay or anything either, so I'm not in a ton of danger in this fight, especially with that missing. So power up. Could try and move to the hull laser, but once again, the charge ion is still really fast. So it's going to be maybe a really good idea for me to get 4 weapon power as soon as I can. So they want to run now. And my drone got ion, that stinks. Which means we're probably just going to need to switch to the hull laser. Fortunately got one more shot in, but I mean, our weapon guy's gaining experience substantially quickly, but it's going to be a little bit. So let's see. One shot. There we go. 4 they can run off, and that's why we have both. So it's here. Distress beacon. I'm sitting on 76 scrap. Some people would say I could be rolling that into something that I can use. Try to shield the ship, and we get 8 scrap, and they die. Well, hey, what else is new, right? Now, 84 scrap. What can I do with that? I can spend it on shields. Shields is normally not bad in this situation. It's just going to be really expensive to get my reactor up. But I feel like shields are going to be the first key to survival, and then the next set of scrap is going to have to go towards upping my reactor some more. So we're going to try and eat that cost while I can still kill the ships. Alright, so charge ion again while it's 1 shield. And then as soon as that shield's down, we will activate. Look at this, suddenly not as much of a threat, except it has missiles, and missiles kind of stink. And it's a Lido missile as well, but that was the good thing to take out first. Unfortunately, they're back up, and that's a decent surrender option, but I'm not going to take it. That's 7 scrap, so no. So beam drone's doing some work. Alright, so not too much more, but so just trying to get as much as I can when I can. Got to start watching the fuel situation too. would have probably accepted a surrender for fuel. So 3 into the next sector is not awesome. No. My last 3 fuel, and there's a store, which we're going to hit, because I can buy fuel at the store. And maybe some other stuff. Alright, so reverse ion field, Zoltan Shield bypass, not bad. Anti-drone to sell. Hull laser, your time will come. More concerned with my fuel situation right now, so that's what we'll do. 6 fuel instead of 3, I think it's worth it. I thought I sold the anti-drone drone. What did I actually sell? I didn't sell anything. Shit. Okay, well, too late now. NG homeworlds are rock controlled. Now this is a fun one, because we're always still shooting for the crystal unlock. And either of these worlds qualify for it. However, the NG homeworlds are much better for the Zoltan unlock event. But we're going to go this way because it's the one that does it a little more. So I am biased on that front. I'm not as concerned with getting the outright victory here. And I really shouldn't be, because I'm flying the Zoltan C. It's not the Derpinator. So that's a start. So cut it out. 1 extra fuel. Good. Said we're just looking for distress beacons in the rock sector. Okay, nearby planet, send an away party, and it's nothing. Well, at least my crew didn't die. So we'll try and go east as far as possible, because I'm getting close to fuel critical. And will someone do not associate with the sympathizer? Don't open any wide bench channels, we'll say, but we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. So here's a store, so we did get a second chance to actually sell this, and we'll see if anybody tries to blow us up here. So once again, defense scrambler, not bad, not bad, not bad. But once again, I hate having to spend this on fuel, but I feel like I need to just a little bit. So we got to get some successful encounters here. Alright, so rock ship, 2 shields. Charge ion might be good enough here. It depends on how fast it fires. I actually do not need to... I can have 2 shields up without using the backup battery, so that's a good start. Alright, so can I actually take down the shields? No. Okay, this is going to be annoying. Because, yeah, we're just going to be stuck in a loop. Alright, well, and I just got boarded because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so beam drone activates. And it's not like I can leave this room now. Let's actually wait instead of auto-firing on it. So we want these shots to hit right when the beam drone has a chance to do some damage. So Borman's not happy. Borman's going to have to get over it. Borman's going to die. Who do we send in here? We send you in here. Alright, so this is fun. I mean, we have a clone bay for situations like this, but... Okay, so shields are down. It's where things get a little bit tougher. Okay, so what else doesn't have enough power? My drone doesn't have enough power. Let's just run from the fight. Like I said, I hate escaping from these kind of engagements, but hey, why not go right into the hell that is this? And it has 2 shields once again, but I guess someone was manning the shields. You hope that the charge ion would be a little faster, and maybe if I had gotten a weapon level up by that point, it could have been. But with missiles and everything, you have additional issues. So maybe the hull laser 2 not the best weapon option. They don't have a clone bay anymore, so that's a start. But once again here, the way the shields are cycling right now, I'm either going to have to wait for this guy to somehow level up his weaponry, which is going to come eventually. So I just want this beam drone to actually do some damage, because the timing is not awesome right now. There we go. So that missile launcher is going to give me hell to pay in just a second. Yeah, like that. Oh, just like that. Have you seen a Zoltan die any faster? I haven't. And my backup battery's gone. Yeah, this is a... I may be in an unwinnable situation here. But damn it, we're going to try. So here, my doors don't work. I don't even need to worry about engaging this guy right now. So it's really disappointing that I can't actually engage a ship with level 2 shields, but I'm not super surprised by it. Alright, so this is a laser boat from hell. We are just going to try and get out of here as fast as possible. And hope that my engines don't catch on fire. So yeah, what do we call this? This is the Zoltan C. I have no shields, therefore I must explode. I have no clone bay either now. That's something that needs fixing. Fast. Okay, I have no shields, I have no engines, I have no ship! Look at that, my hull just melted like butter. So there we go, 1,000 points, which is about 15 times better than my last run. Not bad, it's fun, so better luck. It's true, I made it to Sector 3. But all things considered, the Zoltan C was about as advertised as just a ship that... If I come back to it, it may not be on hard difficulty because I'm not hardcore enough, I guess. I don't know. Still, look at those sweet session stats. I didn't even beat 10 ships. I got 200 scrap. I actually didn't do awful with the scrap for what happened. On the run. But yeah, that is a tough ship to run. And I applaud anybody who's managed to survive, much less win, with the Zoltan C. That's it for now. This is Way to Fail. Expect some more FTL in the future, in the days to come. Really hope I can unlock some of the other ships. I've gotten multiple requests for Rock Ship Run and or Federation. But when it unlocks, and I'm going to unlock it on hard, as I promised myself. So one day, but not today. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.